Hi students, welcome to Easy Chemistry by Pathan, and today we are going to discuss an important concept in general organic chemistry, chain and position isomerism in alkyl group. In previous video I discussed chain and position isomerism in alkanes, that is in butane, in pentane, in hexane. How to write chain and position isomerism, and priority order also. Priority order. So which group we have to give first priority, like that we discussed. If any chain having all types of isomers, that is ring, tautomer, functional group, metamer, chain isomerism, position isomerism, priority we have to give first for ring, next tautomers, next functional group, next metamers, next chain isomer, next position isomer. In last class we discussed that chain and position. If any isomer exhibiting both chain and position isomerism, we have to give the priority for chain isomers, not position. Position isomerism is, or isomers are least priority. And this I given in last class to you. If still today anybody need the screenshot, you can take this screenshot. Chain and position isomerism. So in normal alkanes, that is methane, ethane, propane, butane we have. But in alkanes, we need minimum 4 carbon atoms. With 3 carbon atoms, there is no chain or position, that is structural isomerism. Minimum we need in alkanes 4 carbon atom. Let me see in alkyl groups. What is meant by alkyl group? Look here, I am explaining what is meant by alkyl. You know alkanes. If you remove one hydrogen from alkane, you are getting alkyl group. How you are getting alkyl? If one hydrogen you remove or substitute, you are getting alkyl group. See one example I will give here for that. C4H10. This is butane. And I am removing one hydrogen. C4H9. This is butyl. So butane converted to butyl. So this is butane. This is butyl. How you got alkyl group? When one hydrogen atom removed from alkane group, you are getting alkyl. Butane, butyl. Ethane, ethyl. Propane, propyl. Like that. You go for propane. Propane formula C3H8. How you are getting? One hydrogen you have to remove. Then C3H7. This is propyl group. So if you remove one hydrogen from alkanes, you are getting alkyl groups. Now, yesterday we discussed chain and position isomer or isomerism in alkane. Now, today we are discussing in alkyl groups. For example, look here. How many possible isomers, that is structural isomers, in C3H7Br? This is the question given. Bromo propane or propyl bromide. And this is the question given now. This is not alkane, haloalkane. So first, if you have the idea about propane, then you are getting that. See how we got this compound. This compound we got when propane substituted one hydrogen and added one bromine, you got propyl bromide. So from propane, when halogen substituted, you got propyl bromide. You know very well, in propane, no isomers. Propane alkane na. And initially I told, in alkanes, minimum how many carbon atoms we need? 4 carbon atoms. With propane, no isomers. But in propyl, C3H7, we have isomers. Remember, in propane, no isomers. Means propane can't exhibit isomers. Alkane this is. Alkanes with minimum 4 carbon atoms only isomerism exhibiting. But with the 3 carbon, no isomers. But propyl group having isomers. See the trick. Propane doesn't have. But propyl group having isomers. I am writing now propane. CH3, CH2, CH3, this is propane. And we removed one hydrogen. We got propyl group. CH2, CH2. Am I right? One vacancy here. One vacancy. Before writing the isomers, one small concept you have to remember. In propane, we got, means from propane, we got propyl group. Am I right? From propane, we got propyl group. This concept first you have to learn. Then easy to write the isomers. See how many types of carbons present in propane group. Propane group. Types of carbons means not primary, secondary. Here CH3 group bonded with 2 other carbons. This you take as A. And you go for now this carbon. This carbon also bonded with 2. So this is also A. And this means these 2 are same type of carbons. This methyl group bonded with one ethyl group. This is A type carbon. And this methyl group also bonded with these 2 carbons. This is one. Now you take this. This is bonded with one methyl, this one methyl. This is different. This is B. Means in propane, we have 2 types of, not primary, secondary, my dears. That is different. This is methyl group bonded with 2 carbons. Ethyl, that is CH2CH3. This is A. Or you can take XYZ also. This methyl group also bonded with ethyl group. This is A. And this CH2, this carbon both sides having CH3. This is different. So how many types of carbons are there? 2 types. 2 types of carbons are there here. And from A carbon, I removed hydrogen. From A carbon I removed hydrogen. Clear? Next from this is also A. So same type of carbon. So here also you are removing one hydrogen, is same you are getting. This one we got. Now from B carbon I am removing hydrogen. CH3 bond CH bond CH3. See, from A carbon I removed this group I got. From B carbon I removed one hydrogen. This I got. This is one vacancy. Now you can add halogen atom here and here. For example, here they given bromine. So you add here bromine and you add here bromine. So 2 types of carbons are there. That's why 2 isomers you are getting. This is the trick. This is we are calling 1 bromopropane. This is 2 bromopropane. This is 1 bromopropane and this is 2 bromopropane. 2 bromopropane. Am I right? So propyl bromide having two types of isomers. One is 1 bromopropane, 2 bromopropane. No need to write every time. You have to write, you have to check type of carbon, not primary, secondary, tertiary. That is different. This carbon bonded with 2 carbons. This is one type. This carbon also bonded with 2. So same. These two are same. And this is different now. This is CH2 group. This bonded both side methyl groups. This is B. If 3 types of carbons are there, 3 isomers. 4 types of carbons are there, 4 isomers. 5 are there, 5 isomers you are getting. So in propyl bromide, they asked a question, how many possible isomers, that is structural isomers, in bromopropane, means how many are there? 2. 1 bromopropane, 2 bromo. I will explain with a few more examples, then easy to you to get. And this time I am taking, that is another question I am taking here. C4H9Cl, chlorobutane, or 1-chlorobutane. They are asking how many structural isomers are possible in this chain. How many structural? That is especially chain and position. Whenever like this mono-substituted compound given, this is 1 chlorine is there here, 1 substituted. First you have to write respective alkane. What is the alkane here? Butane, means it came from C4H10. The chain I am writing CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-butane. In last class we discussed N-butane. So one we got N-butane. And we can write this N-butane into different again. Isobutane. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3. Clear? CH3 bond CH bond CH3. This is isobutane. Isobutane. So butane having 2 types of isomers we know already. N-butane, isobutane. N-butane, isobutane. By using this, now we can predict how many possible isomers can be possible for chlorobutane. Let in detail I am explaining to you. First I am taking N-butane. What I am taking? N-butane. From N-butane, what I am getting? If one hydrogen is removed, CH3, CH2 and CH2, CH2. N-butyl. What I am getting? N-butyl. Am I right? This is N-butyl. From N-butane, I am getting N-butyl. It is clear. Now you take how many types of hydrogens, carbon atoms are present in butane. Go for this carbon bonded with 3. This is you take X. This carbon also bonded with 3. This is also X, or A also you can show. And this carbon bonded with here 2 carbons, here 1 carbon, means this is Y. And this carbon bonded with 1 carbon, this type 2 carbon, this is also Y. This is also Y. See, this carbon bonded with 3, this is one type. This carbon also bonded with 3. This is one type. These two are same type. Take this carbon. This side 2 carbon, that side 1 carbon. This is different now. Now this carbon you take. This side 1, this side 2. Means these two are same. Means two types of carbons, X and Y. Two types of carbons are there means N-butane can give two types of isomers. Two types of isomers. So N-butane can give two types of carbon means isomers. That is, I got here N-butyl. What I got? N-butyl. Am I right? And this time I am removing from X I removed hydrogen atom. From X I removed hydrogen. From X carbon I removed hydrogen. Then I got N-butyl. Now this time from Y carbon I am removing. From Y carbon CH3, CH2 and CH3. Here you are getting vacancy. And this is we are calling secondary butyl. So N-butane can be converted into N-butyl secondary butyl. Now you can attach chlorine atom and this position and this position. 1 chlorobutane, 2 chlorobutane. 1 chlorobutane, 2 chlorobutane. Two isomers we got. And let me go for now. This is isobutane. In isobutane, how many types of carbons are there? Let me test. Go for this. This is methyl group X bonded with 2 on this side chain. And you go for this methyl bonded with 2 this side 1 methyl. This is also same. And you go for this bonded with 2 and this is the same. And this is also same. And this CH group is there now. It is different. Now this is 1. Here how many are there? Now 2 are there. So N-butane having N-butyl secondary butyl. This is isobutane. Isobutane also having now two types of carbon. Two types of carbon means two isomers you are getting. First I am writing from this carbon, X carbon I am removing 1 hydrogen. Then I am getting CH3 bond CH3 bond CH2 and here now vacancy is there. 1 hydrogen I removed. So from X I removed. From Y also we can remove here. From Y we are removing means CH3 bond C. This hydrogen we have to remove. Bond CH3 and this CH3 group is there same. From Y carbon I removed hydrogen and now here vacancy is there. So two types of carbons are there, two isomers you are getting. Now you add halogen atom here. Here chlorine and here chlorine. This is now you are getting 1 chloro 2 methyl propane. This is 2 chloro 2 methyl propane. So 1 chloro 2 methyl propane. This is one isomer. And here 2 chloro 2 methyl propane. See, these two are different now. This is 1 chloro 2 methyl. This is 2 chloro 2 methyl. So totally in chlorobutane we have 4 isomers now. In bromopropane we have 2. So we concluded that now every time no need to write. Propyl group is there. Propyl group, whether chloro, bromo, alcohol, whatever it may be. How many isomers you are getting? 2. butyl group is there. How many you are getting? 4. This is a trick. And remaining, whatever it may be attached here, whether that may be chlorine, bromine, iodine or alcohol, whatever it may be. Propyl group is there, that is 2. Butyl group is there, that is 4. That is 4. If pentyl group is there, C5H11, you are getting 8. Propyl 2, butyl 4, I shown here, with N-butane 2, isobutane 2. And pentyl group is there, 8. That I am going to show. How pentyl group showing 8 chain or position isomers. So you have to remember that propyl group having 2 isomers, that is structural. Butyl group having 4 isomers. 4 isomers. Clear? Now we have to discuss with the pentyl group. With pentyl group. And the question given like this. The question given like this. What is the question given? Question is given like this. Find the possible structural isomers in C5H11Cl pentyl chloride. Pentyl chloride. How many possible structural isomers are present in pentyl chloride or chloropentane? So first we have to go for this alkyl group came from pentane. You know C5H12 pentane. We learned that pentane having 3 isomers: N-pentane, isopentane, neopentane. If anybody need, you go and learn the chain isomers. Pentane having 3 types. One is N-pentane, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. This is we are calling N-pentane. And another we have isopentane, neopentane. First we have to go for here. How many types of carbon atoms are there in N-pentane? N-pentane. See here, this is X with 4 carbons. This carbon with X, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 2 carbons are same. And you go for this carbon, this is a different. Then compare this. And this carbon, this side 3, this side 1. So this Y and this is also Y. And this carbon is different, this side 2, this side 2. So this is Z. So how many types of carbons are there in this chain? 3 types. That's why N-pentane can give, means from hydrogen, if you remove from here 1 isomer, from here 1 isomer, from here 1 isomer. I am showing that now. First one, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. From X I am removing. Now vacancy is there here. 1 isomer you are getting. And from Y I am removing. From Y, CH3 bond, CH2, CH2. From Y I am removing CH, bond CH3. Now with Y carbon, 1 vacancy is there now here. This is 1 vacancy. Go for third carbon, Z, CH3 bond CH2 bond Z, CH bond, CH2 bond, CH3. Now the vacancy at Z. So here we have the vacancy now. See here one vacancy, here one vacancy, here. So you can add now here chlorine, they given chlorine. Add here chlorine. And here you add one chlorine. And here one euchlorine. What's the name? 1 chloropentane, 2 chloropentane, 3 chloropentane. Am I right? So these are position isomers. Chlorine position here 1, and here 2, here 3. So 3 types of carbons are there, 3 isomers. Next, we have another one. That is N-pentane we completed. Isopentane is there now. Pentane we can write as isopentane. That is CH3, CH2, CH, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon. This is now we got isopentane. What we are calling? Isopentane. This is N-pentane. This is isopentane. So these two groups are same na, methyl, methyl. That's why we are calling isopentane. Now types of carbons we have to address. Look here very carefully. This methyl X, and it is bonded with 3 carbon. First carbon methyl group. Come to here. This is methyl, no doubt. 3 carbon, but first carbon not bonded with methyl group. So these two are not same. So this is different. I explain one more time. This carbon bonded with 3 carbon. First carbon having methyl group. This is X. Come to this carbon. 3 carbons, but first carbon not bonded with methyl group. Second carbon is there. So this is different now. So these two are now different carbons. Now you go for this carbon. This carbon same. Why? Because this carbon bonded with 3 with 1 methyl group. This carbon also bonded with this 3, 1 methyl group. These two are same now. That's why we told iso. Now X, Y, 2 types we got. 2 types. Now you go for now. This is now. This is Z. Why? Because this is different now. This side 1 methyl, this side 1 methyl, this is ethyl group. Now come to here. This is different now. This side 1 methyl group, this side 1 ethyl, and this is 1 substitution. This you take as alpha. So how many types of carbons are there? 4. 4 types of carbons are there. That's why it will give 4 isomers. This is the trick. 4 isomers. If you need 4 isomers, I am drawing that. Here I am giving 4 isomers to you. First I am removing from here 1 hydrogen. CH3 bond, CH2 bond, CH. Here CH3 bond, CH2. This is one. The next one we got from Y. So this is CH2 bond, CH2 bond, CH, CH3 bond, CH3. From Y I removed. You go for 3. XY completed. Z. From here I am removing. CH3 bond, CH2 bond, C bond, CH3, and here CH3. Here one vacancy. And 4 alpha. 4 is alpha. CH3 bond, CH bond, CH bond, CH3 bond, CH3. Now here vacancy. So 4 vacancies we have. You add 4 chlorines. 4 chlorines now. So here 1 chlorine you can add. And here you can add 1 chlorine. and here you can add one vacancy is there, one chlorine, and here one chlorine. 4 isomers you got. So pentyl chloride, first you have to go for pentane. Pentane having 3 isomers, N-pentane, isopentane, and neopentane also. In N-pentane, 2 types of carbons are there. Sorry, 3 types of carbons are there. So 3 isomer. In isopentane, 4 types of carbons are there. 4 isomer. And the third one we have here, that is neopentane. CH3, C, CH3, bond CH3, bond CH3. This is neopentane. Why? Because this carbon bonded with 4. 4 means what we are calling? Neopentane. Neopentane. Now in neopentane, how many types of carbons are there? We have to address. Look at this carbon X bonded with 2 and 2 methyl groups. And you come to here, this methyl bonded with 2 methyl. This is same. And this carbon you take, all sides same. So this is same, this is same, this is same. So in neopentane, all carbon atoms are same type of carbon atoms. Same type of carbon atom. Same type of carbon atoms means if you remove one hydrogen here, here, all are same. And moreover here, there is no hydrogen to remove. So if you remove here, same type. So if you go for new structure, you are getting neopentyl group. What you are getting? Neopentyl group. Neopentyl group. This is neopentyl group. From neopentyl group, one vacancy you are getting. All are same type of carbons, na? All are same type of carbons means one substitution only you are getting. From here one, here, all are same. And you add now chlorine, neopentyl chloride. Neopentyl chloride. Now it is very clear. I told already, in pentyl group, C5H11, this is pentyl group. If pentyl group is there, 8 type. Means N-pentane 3 isomers, isopentane, 4 isomers, neopentane 1 isomers. Together, if pentyl group is present in any compound and you have 8 chain or position, that is structural isomers you are getting. So, propyl group 2, butyl group 4, pentyl group 8. Pentyl group 8. Like this, any compound they given, you can go for easily. You can remember the answers easily. Still, if you feel any difficulty, see, in this place, you can take OH group also. Then you are getting alcohols. Clear? Like that you can. Not only chlorine. You can take here bromine. You can take alcohol, whatever it may be. I explained with respect to a group. Propyl, butyl, pentyl. So, now easy to you to address the groups. So, propyl group you address 2 you are getting. Butyl group 4 you are getting. Pentyl group 8 you are getting. So, if you need anything, please make a comment. I will clarify your doubts. Thank you.